Hi friends, welcome to What's Cooking Wednesday of Dr. Seuss Week. Today we are making green eggs from the story Green Eggs and Ham by Dr. Seuss. So what you're going to need for ingredients today is some milk, eggs, salt, pepper, some green food coloring to make it green, and some vegetable oil. We are going to be showing you one of the many ways that you can make some scrambled eggs. And we are going to show you today a microwave-friendly version. You can also make them on the stovetop, and you can make them in the oven, you can make them in cupcake tins, but today we're going to show you how to do them in the microwave. And parents and guardians, this might be a fun way to introduce the microwave to your children or to the kids in your house, because it's a very important way on how they can take that next step if they're old enough to learn how to use one of the many appliances in your kitchen. But it's also a great way to transition them into moving on after that to the oven or the stovetop. So what we're going to do first is we are going to take the vegetable oil and we are going to put it on the bottom of our microwave friendly cup here. And that is to make sure that it doesn't burn or get super duper stuck. And we're going to put it on this paper towel here because we're not going to put a lot of it on there. Just enough to make it on the bottom and the sides. Now this might be something that's great for another child or sibling, or to have the child do. Just mix it in there. Okay. And then we are going to crack our eggs. Be very careful not to get any of the shells in there. It can be tricky, but you can get a fork nearby to use it to scoop some of them out, or a spoon. An adult might need to help you with that because sometimes, because of the type of liquid that the yolk and the egg white is, it can get stuck and play some games with you. So we are going to put 3 eggs in here just so you can see how it is done. Oh, I got some shell in there. Scoop it out. There we go, 1 piece of shell right there. So as you'll see in here, we have these egg yolks. Whoops, it's not a joke. All right, and as you can see, they're a dark yellow and the liquid around it is a lighter yellow. So what we want to do before we add anything else is mix it up so that way the dark yellow is mixed in with the lighter yellow, so it's one, kind of like the color of orange juice. And mix it really well in there. Perfect, there we go. And a fork might be helpful for that, to break the yolk all up in there with the egg whites. Okay, now we're going to add 2 tablespoons of milk, but I'm just going to add a little bit of milk since we have a lot of eggs in here. Perfect. Now we're going to mix it in with our fork so that way it's a little bit lighter of an orange and a more yellow color than it was. See? And now what you can do is you can add salt and pepper if you wish for some flavoring. So I'm going to put a little bit of salt and just a little bit of pepper. And be careful with the pepper. We have a grinded shaker here, but there's some pepper that comes that looks just like the salt, and it might make you sneeze a little bit. There we go. So we're gonna mix that together so the salt and the pepper get in with the rest of the egg. And now we're going to add our food coloring, which is super fun, to make it green. I'm going to add, okay, you can start off with a little bit and add more as you go. Mix it in. So now our egg mixture is turning green. Yum, yum, yum. Okay, so now this is where you can get your adult to help you. We're going to put it in the microwave. Now every microwave is different depending on the amount of watts, which is how much heat goes into them. And our eggs are dark green. So we are going to put a piece of saran wrap on top of some plastic wrap on top of the cup. And you might want to start off with a small amount of time in there, because what you'll start to notice is that the sides of the cup will get scrambled first before the middle. So you might have to take it out to look at it and maybe mix it around a little bit before you continue to add it. So we're going to start off with 1 minute in our microwave. Our microwave here takes a little bit longer, so we'll take it from there and I'll let you know how long it actually takes us. We'll be right back. Okay, welcome back, friends. So what you'll do is you can check after 30 seconds, and you want to make sure that the plastic wrap that you've put on top is taken off after the second time that you check on it, because it can get stuck to the sides and you don't want it to mix in with your eggs. So we did put it in for quite a few times, but what is really important to note is that it will look like it is completely scrambled, but if you start to mix it together, you'll notice that in the very middle, it takes a little bit longer to cook. So you want to mix it in so that way the rest of the liquid gets cooked, because we do not want you to eat any uncooked eggs. So here we have some green eggs, green scrambled eggs. And I'm going to give it a try in just a second, but I encourage you to check out Green Eggs and Ham. We have lots of Dr. Seuss books in our library here. We have them in easy readers. We also have them in picture books. We have lots of Cat in the Hat DVDs, which are super fun and informative, that you can learn about different things like outer space or bugs or gardening. We have lots of them. So I definitely encourage you to check those out, because you can learn some new things and also get silly too. So let's go ahead and give our green eggs a try. Delicious. I would love to know if you've ever had eggs before, or if this is your first time. Have you ever had green eggs before? I love having green eggs. It's super fun. Thanks so much for joining us today, friends, and I hope you have a lot of fun on your All the Places You'll Go scavenger hunt on Friday. Let us know what you find. Have a great week.